So the Jacksonville Jaguars go bold, sort of like the color of the jacket Travis Hunter is dancing his way out of the green room in.
Incredible last memory of taking the field with his sons, Shedeur and Shiloh, here at Folsom Field.
Talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man. Y'all go do something else with y'all life.
Is Travis Hunter actually announcing a transfer? Because if the current speculations are true, this is more than just a football move. There are rumors that this whole incident has nothing to do with plays, contracts, or the scoreboard, and is all about his wife, Leanna. Fans claim that one of his own Jaguars teammates grew too close to her. And when I say too near, you all know precisely what I mean. Things start to go insane at this point, the time. We are not referring to off-season sales or year-end shuffles. The internet thinks the explanation is convoluted, individualized, and downright demeaning. And we are in the middle of the season all of a sudden. We have old footage, dodgy locker room gossip, and a marriage that has already begun to show signs of weakness. If even half of this is accurate, Travis's departure might be the least dramatic part of the whole incident. So here's the thing. As you are all aware, transfers are frequent in the NFL. Players switch teams, look for bigger salaries, and go where the money is. We are talking about a guy who was heralded as one of the Jags' future stars, but who left the team unexpectedly in the middle of the season. No, not during a normal trading window. And when something like this happens, people immediately begin to ask the same question. What took place? You would expect the typical, secure reaction. It would be business if the question had to do with football. I am ready to start over and focus only on my work.
I did do some Zillow researching for a house last night, so I had a feeling.
I'm sure you have talked to everybody about playing both ways, offense and defense. What are we thinking? Is there, you're leaning towards one more than the other, or do you really want to go 100% both ways?
Nah, I'm not leaning to one or the other. You know, I'm going 100%. As much as they put on my plate, I'm going to do the best that I can to, take it all in and, do my job.
Awesome. Congratulations,
love it.
Travis. Enjoy the ride, brother.
Yes, sir.
And for that reason, individuals are searching the internet. Reddit threads, Twitter spaces, and TikTok breakdowns all try to put everything together. And everywhere you turn, the same theory keeps popping up. This is not about his numbers. It is about his personal life. More specifically, a rumor circulated that one of his teammates might have behaved badly against Liana. In addition to being unsightly, if it is true, it could alter your career. At first, it was just vague statements. Take a look at the roster or the person she has been talking to, for instance. This persistent allegation claims that Travis's own Jaguars teammate became too close to Liana. People are arguing that in this instance, you do not even need to hear the complete statement. Just by looking, you can tell that something is off. Of course, no one has checked anything. The team is not communicating, Travis is not speaking, and Liana has not posted anything on the internet. Nothing, no posts. In an interview, she did, however, say that she does not let social media to dictate how she maintains her relationship.
Okay.
Never post when y'all have problems.
Okay.
And be honest, always be honest.
I feel. You got the ring on right now?
No, I don't.
You don't?
But you understand how the internet works. If you remain mute, people will assume that the stories are true. What truly accelerated the plot was how this aligned with previously viewed content. Months earlier, Liana is seen allegedly leaning in and talking to the Jaguars player in that video. Yes, that one is again in circulation. All of a sudden, supporters view it entirely differently. This is the part that upsets supporters the most. Things behind the scenes may have started to feel weird because if the player mentioned in the article is the same one, tension has been building in that locker room for months. There were little signs here and there. Practice has been described as having an uncomfortable atmosphere. Some of the players who used to hang out and laugh with Travis were not spending much time with him, according to supporters.
Time got to get it done. Now you're still going to shoot him through the block. Lean up to the left. The other side of that sled. Other side of the sled.
Even at press conferences, the mood seemed disagreeable, as though everyone was careful what they said. Nobody acknowledged the drama in public. The group is acting as if everything is fine. When he is on the sidelines, he is usually by himself and no longer laughs with the others as he used to. If the rumor about one of his teammates and Liana were even half true, a lot of things would make sense. It is challenging to practice, travel, and share a locker room with someone you do not even want to look at. Even once supporters accepted that, the whole thing began to look more like one of those awkward backstage disasters than football. Supporters also started to capture fleeting moments that told their own story. Shut down the wedding video. Travis leans in close as she turns her head. Just the low-key, caustic conversation that couples have when they are not in agreement. Nothing dramatic, no yelling.
An incredible last memory of taking the field with his sons, Shedeur and Shiloh, here at Folsom Field.
Such a continuous burn does not go out on the first day. Rather, it intensifies. Just when it looked like they were trying to ride it out, Travis started making changes to his routine that were impossible to notice. People started to realize that the changes were impacting not only his home life, but also his entire way of life after all of those small signs in their marriage. Travis used to be quite open about his life off the field. There are videos of him hanging out with friends, going to charity functions, and even making little surprise appearances for admirers. No Liana by his side, the same serious, distracted look as if he were deep in thought. Supporters started to wonder if he was avoiding more than just a teammate. Maybe he was avoiding recognition altogether in certain situations. By then, it had become much more convoluted. The weeks that he started to disappear coincided with the height of online rumors about him and Liana, and instead of replying to the rumors or saying anything to stop them, he decided to keep quiet and let them spread. It was close enough for others to notice that something was occurring, but not just because he had already made up his mind, according to others. By the time this story started to spread throughout fan communities, it felt less like gossip and more like a muted confirmation. Liana's silence was starting to weigh even more, despite Travis's tight-lipped version of events. She vanished from all of the usual behind-the-scenes video, stopped going to games, and stopped leaving comments online. It was rapidly figured out by fans. A little break from social media is one thing, but Liana is keeping her head down, and the Jaguars are not saying anything. According to this, we will not know anything until someone comes clean at last. And by then, the move will be the reason rather than the headline.
Talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man. Y'all go do something else with y'all life.
So the Jacksonville Jaguars go bold, sort of like the color of the jacket Travis Hunter is dancing his way out of the green room in.
Incredible last memory of taking the field with his sons, Shedeur and Shiloh, here at Folsom Field.